Kia ora and happy Christmas, and welcome to today's daily flight of Sparrow Warfare, the upcoming game from Neon Aurelius. And as always, I will chuck the link to where you can wishlist it on Steam into the video description section. Now, you might be able to see I have actually already had one go at today's flight, so this is not quite a first playthrough for me this time, but I did so dismally, and I also had a cat that was getting my attention by using my leg as a scratching post, so I'm going to give it another go without the yelps of pain. So with today's flight, we have got behind chef, and this reverses the order of the opposing tiles at the start of every turn. So just before we get to play, the bird tiles will switch around. We've got Clumsy, which is a new one. And this means that every time we play out a set of 3 tiles, we're going to have a random tile discarded, which is going to be a pain. Because you don't know whether it's going to be a good one or a bad tile that you lose, and it makes it a lot harder to plan. And then we've got Lizard Skin, which starts us off with a little bit of defense, and we're back to Way of Song for this flight. So let's see if I can do better than 36 points this time round. Okay, so first up we will attack out Sister Claws. I'm gonna take a risk here and just boost a bit of defense and hope that Way of Song doesn't get discarded. Brilliant. And we'll now refill. So Bridget and Howl out. Not great song tiles, but I'm fine with my defense, so we'll just take off Bridget. To be honest, there's not much point in playing out the song, so we'll just discard those and see what comes up in the next hand. Okay, and behind Chef there, so we've now got Fluff Justice at the front. The first thing I'm going to do is just play out the song tiles, just because that will at least frees up possibility, stop possibility from turning into chance. But I definitely now need some. Actually, I'm going to see what we get in. So that's going to be useful. Build up the defense significantly. Huge amount there, which means I actually don't need to worry so much about those, and we'll just end a turn there. And now Chatty Char to the 4. Again, gonna risk losing one of those just to play out the songs. So, what do we get from Bridget? Yes, I'm going to take the attack the opponent, which means unfortunately I have to lose either Disco Fiasco or Glitter Bomb. I'd rather prefer losing Disco Fiasco at this stage. If we're going to be attacking birds with the value of their song, clears out the hand quite nicely. So still need to get 11 defense against the beak, and we've only got 6 here, so nowhere near enough. We'll see. Oh, that's not particularly helpful. Oh. We'll sadly lose the glitter bomb, but bring up the Sparrow, and that'll take out the beak for us. So now it's just Feathered Fury I need to worry about. And quite nice with the redeal, Swiproni comes back. So and Swiproni gets discarded straight away. Yeah, it's helpful. We'll build up the crescendo, because we'll take out Feathered Fury for us. And now see if we can get anything to take down stuff from the Beekeeper before the Beekeeper wakes up. Not particularly sure it's worth playing out Disco Fiasco, so we'll see if we get better song tiles coming out now. Not great, but we'll at least take up that defence. Well, first of all, take the defence to protect me, and then I might see what some of the birds have got for us, just because otherwise this might get into a war of attrition. Right. Now, applause would be useful if we had more some tiles in our draw pile, and I can't guarantee that's going to stay while we play through, so I'm going to take the give us extra tiles, because that will mean I can get some more nice wild tiles out. That'll be useful for later. Glitter Bomb, again, not particularly useful for this time round, but we'll just hope that I don't get discarded. Okay, Glitter Bomb gets discarded, but never mind, because it will come back again shortly, given we're about to redeal the hand. Okay. Just doing that to clear the hand a bit before we get some more tiles. Right. We like the multipliers. Oh, we like a double multiplier. That's nice. Oh, okay. Discarded the slot hog, that was useful. And 50-50 chance, otherwise I will get hit, but I don't want to lose the Glitter Bomb attack. Yeah, that's useful, because now let's see if we get a decent defense from how neither of those are particularly decent, but we'll take the double. Not helpful at all. Just want to be able to get another 4 for defense. There we go, Peacock's Pride. Oh, we'll draw tiles till we get a trapped bird tile as well, because we don't have any trapped birds left, which means we'll just effectively refill our hand. That's nice. We'll boost up the song again and attack the boss leave that lot. And I think we'll leave that there. Because now all I need to do, if I can, is just take the boss down by 15. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to particularly. And I'm not going to be able to defend against that. That's a shame, because it would have been nice to have got him down below the 50. Unfortunately, I'm going to get hit because I don't have any defence. But we can just take him out now. I have to say, I'm not a particular fan of the discarding a tile each time you play. It does make it a lot harder to play through. Right. So we'll take the Shrek down. And I'm just going to use those low ones so that I get the super only going off next turn. Hopefully we get a decent number of birds coming out. Only 2 of them, that's a shame. But at this point we might as well just discard the low value tiles and start off with the defence because I don't want to lose that. Okay, and I know it's a relatively low glitter bomb, but we might as well have one going off in a couple more turns. Particularly if we can take Marjorie down a bit. I'd rather she didn't discard my only defence, so we'll see what we can get out of these guys. Oh, we like Pumperum. The other way around. It's a bit of a gamble seeing who we're going to get out on the defence, but this will be an extra 3 defence there. And actually, I'm gonna see what the beekeeper has got for us. I don't normally open up the big tiles because you get bonus points at the end of the round, but I think given the issues we've got here, I'm just going to play that through. So it's going to add 6 strengths, which will then it'll take itself down. Go on go, but I'm going to multiply all the song values by 2. We'll see if that's enough to freeze our guys. This is Frozen Marjorie and Frozen the Abyss. Brilliant. And this is nice because I've now got a glitter bomb of 172 to go with the glitter bomb of 48, which are all going to go off this turn. So at this point I'm not going to worry too much about playing out tiles. Not bad. And we'll just boost up those. And let's see what we can get here. All song tiles increased by 8, so not particularly handy for this round. I'll increase them for 7 turns rather than with the 9, just because I can also then attack better here. And not much we can do at this point to dodge the fire, so we'll see what comes out with this next round. Right, this is nice. Gonna need some decent defense. Oh, and remove the burning. So I'm going to play these out. It's not going to be enough to freeze either of them, but it's going to give me a decent wodge of defense. Only lasts for a round, but it's rather satisfying to see that amount. And we'll end that there. Cool. So we'll build up the this is nice because I will see what additional tiles I can get. Okay, so I'm going to take the cuteness because that stops Craven Ravens being a threat completely. Let's do that one first. I'm not going to bother with playing out that last bit just because otherwise it's a bit of a waste of stereo. Right, and because we've still got the +8 for another 4 turns, so it's a decent amount of song we've got. Get the tiles till next wild tile, and I'm going to take the peacock's eye. I don't necessarily need it for this time round, but as long as I can freeze Craven Ravens, but it's a good one to have in the deck for later on. Now, just going to do that to give myself a bit more space in hand, and yeah, if you didn't lose anything, because I want to see if I can get any sort of attack. That's frustrating. Again, that will be useful for next turn round. this would be a time which would be absolutely lovely to get some sort of bomb or attack boss with total value of song, but we're not going to get that. I could potentially, and I couldn't even attack out Buzz at this point, so we'll just leave and hope that I get a decent draw. Not particularly. In fact, that's an appalling draw. Use that just to boost it, but I am going to get... This is very interesting, you get the little song note to indicate that there's no song on each of the birds. Just going to clear these out and take the hits here. See, that's what I wanted last time. It's frustrating. Multiply these up. I'm going to gamble that I don't lose the crescendo, because I'd like to see if I can get some more song tiles out. Brilliant. Hang on. Any chance I can get something decent from these guys? What have I got in my draw pile? Yeah. Grab that one. And then... oh, and another draw tiles. Right. Attack the boss. And it's unfortunately a slight bug that when I paused and to look at my hand, I've lost the second tile here from Craven Raven, and I can't access them at the moment, so brilliant. Takes out the falconer. Not much defence. So just boost these. Still can't access Craven Raven, so I'm going to see what the falconer has got. Oh, that's nice. Keep the song value at the end of turns for quite a lot of turns here. That could make life quite fun later on. Because effectively that will keep Hannibal frozen. Just build these up. I'm not going to worry about these. I don't particularly want to reset the song value just yet. debating whether to, I'll set a super only going for a few turns time, bit of sorting myself out in the future. And okay, nice. So I'm going to start off with building up the defence, and okay, we will reuse the 1,000 talents. Now, at this point, I'm no, because I'm only going to get the song amounts increased by 8 for this turn, so I lose that anyway. So I will add the strength, and we'll just, so we're fully defended here. I'm just going to build that up. This is a bit frustrating because I'd have liked to have kept the song for a bit longer, but I'm going to need to see what I can get out of Baudelaire, because otherwise I'm going to get hit by Dino. So we will attack the boss for 360. Not bad. So, draw a tile for every opponent. Risk getting another bird coming out. Still need to take Dino down. Yeah, Magic Cape all turns into a Magic Cape. And then got discarded. Oh, that's my luck. Oh, nice. I'll do. I really would like again a attack for total value. There we go, attack for all song value combined. I'm just making sure I'm not going to do myself down. There we go. So that was
Fly free, little sparrow.
Little bit better than my first run through. Still not a brilliant score, to be honest. Opened up a lot of the followers, and because I didn't, because I took all the boss tiles, I don't get my bonus for that. But still definitely better than the first time through. So thank you for watching. Have a very happy Christmas, and I will see you next time.